Once upon a time, there lived in the town of Bebe a man whose name was Abak. The name of his wife was Abadeja. They had a beautiful daughter named Abadeja. The mother died when her daughter was about 13 years old, and in a year, her father married again, a widow who had 3 daughters. The second wife envied her stepdaughter because Abadeja was much more beautiful than her own children. Consequently, she treated the poor girl very badly and made her do all the hard work. When Abadeja could not do the work, her stepmother punished her severely. One evening, the stepmother said to Abadeja, "Take these 2 handkerchiefs to the river and wash them. The white one must be black, and the black one white when you bring them back to me. If they are not, I shall beat you." Abadeja went to the river, where she sat down on a rock and began to cry. In a little while, she heard a noise that made her look up. There, in front of her, stood a beautiful woman. The woman asked Abadeja why she was crying. Abadeja replied, "I am crying because my stepmother has commanded me to do the impossible. She told me that I must change this white handkerchief into black, and the black one into white." The woman took the handkerchiefs, and in an instant they were transformed. Then she gave them back to Abadeja and invited the girl to come see her any time she needed help. After she had spoken thus, she disappeared. Abadeja went home and gave the handkerchiefs to her cruel stepmother, who now had no excuse to punish her. The next morning, Abadeja was ordered to put some rice on a mat in the sun to dry. While she was in the house doing other work, a pig came, ate up the rice, and tore the mat to pieces. When the stepmother knew what had happened, she whipped Abadeja severely for having lost the rice, and told her that she would have to repair the mat so that it was as good as new. Abadeja took the mat and went across the river, crying. The beautiful woman met her again, and, taking her by the hand, led her to her home among the high trees. Then she asked Abadeja what she wanted. Abadeja told her friend that her stepmother had ordered her to repair the mat so that it would be as good as new. The woman took the mat from the girl and waved it in the air. Immediately, it became a whole mat again. Then she gave Abadeja a beautifully colored chicken. Abadeja thanked her for her help and her gift and hurried home, for she knew that her stepmother would be waiting to scold her if she were late. The next day, when Abadeja was away from the house, her cruel stepmother took the chicken, killed it, and cooked it. When the girl returned, only the feet of her chicken were left. She cried over her loss and ran to the river to ask the beautiful woman what she should do. The beautiful woman, when she heard what had happened, told the girl to take the chicken's feet and plant them in the forest. Abadeja went home, took the feet, and carried them with her to the forest. There she made a little garden in which she planted the right foot toward the east and the left foot toward the west. A month later, she visited her garden in the woods and was astonished to see that the feet had grown up into the air and that they bore pearls, diamonds, gold dresses, rings, bracelets, shoes, necklaces, and earrings. She was delighted, but she did not tell her stepmother about her garden. One day, the son of the richest man in Bebe came across this little garden in the forest. He picked off a ring and put it on his finger. When he reached home, his finger began to swell. His father called in all the best physicians, but they could not remove the ring. Then he called in all the girls of the town, and and said that the one who could take the ring from the finger of his son should be his son's wife. All the girls of the town tried except Abadeja. She did not try because her mother would not allow her to go. At last, someone told the rich man that there was still a girl who had not tried, and that it was Abadeja. So he sent for her. Now, her stepmother did not dare refuse to let her go. Abadeja ran to her little garden, put on one of the gold dresses, and went to the rich man's house. As soon as she touched the ring, it slid off. The next day, Abadeja was married to the son of the rich man. The beautiful woman attended the wedding unseen by everyone except Abadeja. The young couple lived happily for many years.